godly men come into play, it's our job as men to say that will not bring you fulfillment. It's our job to hold ourselves to higher standards, not be fuck boys that are going to cheat on you guys and ruin your guys' lives in the process. That's not good either. I think it's our job to, tell women, hey, that's not going to bring you fulfillment. And also, when the right girl comes along, treat her right. Don't be an alcoholic. Don't knock her up after 3 months before if you're right for one another. I think raising the standards for men is really how we fix this.
I think that's detrimental.
You think
that's important?
What I just said?
Like, that is detrimental. Like, that is something that is completely necessary.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so necessary.
I personally believe men raising our standards for who we are, being straightforward with women about whether or not we're going to use them, cheat on them, so on and so forth. It's really imperative for us to do a better job. And I think if we do a better job, I think women will follow because men are naturally leaders.
Exactly.
What?
Are you serious right now?
What are you laughing about?
You said men are naturally leaders.
Yeah.
Men are naturally leaders.
What's wrong with that?
Let's let her explain.
I honestly I don't even want to go back and forth about this because that was a crazy statement.
That men are leaders?
Yeah.
But they are.
The Bible tells us.
Historically, they are.
I trust you're not a Christian,
I'm
but
sorry. No, I am a Christian, actually.
Do you believe what the Bible says?
No, I don't.
You're a Christian, but you don't believe what the Bible says.
Yeah, I honestly don't really fuck with religion.
Well, let's just for women who aren't religious, you can make this argument without making an argument from authority. So like taking the religion out of it, you can still.
You could absolutely. I mean, so first let me just say, the Bible calls men to be the spiritual leaders of their households. Okay.
But you're talking to someone who isn't even religious, so this is just
Wait,
going
you just
over
said
you were a
Christian.
You just said you're a Christian.
I'm a Christian, but I'm not religious.
Christian in name only.
Yeah, I was raised Christian, but I'm not religious.
Okay, so aside from religion, this is going to trigger so many feminists, and I'm okay with it. Men, on average, are more stress resilient than women are. This is part of the reason why only men are in special operations, because only men can withstand the stress of going into the military, going into the harder units. Would you guys agree that men, on average, strong men, are more stress resilient than women are?
I don't even want to get into this. I just feel like that comment made me laugh.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. It was just slightly phrased in a way.
You're triggered by men being leaders?
No, I wasn't triggered. It was just you. I can see, like, when you were saying it, I could see why I could tell it was about to, like, it was just a little. It was a little heavy on the.
Do you not think that men? Do you not think that men should be leaders?
No, I thought it was great. It's
do you
just
think that if men held
that
themselves to a higher standard and they were better leaders in society, that would change society?
I'm not opposing anything you were saying. I was just gonna add that I think it was more like you could have left some room for, like, women there also, like, leading the movement to, like, not be part of
women can.
Culture.
Women absolutely can.
I think it was like
women absolutely can. The problem.
But I mean, yeah, it's great that. Well, I mean,
what movement? Just what movement are you talking about when you say movement?
I don't know. I'll start it. I was just saying, like, that it sounded like you were implying it could only come from men. No, but I'm assuming you could. That leadership could also come from women as well. Not just men. That was, I think, just the impression that they got.
You're absolutely right. It can come from women as well, and that's what Steven Crowder was getting at in his clip. He was saying, you guys are the gatekeepers. Yeah. So if you guys decided that you weren't going to sleep with a bunch of chads who are going to use you, there wouldn't be chads that were using you guys. You know what I mean? But the problem is that women want to sleep with chads who end up using them. So we have this culture that keeps on perpetuating.
Yeah.
I can't change what you guys are going to do. All I can do is call other men up to the standard of not being chads that use women constantly. And I know that if as men we take accountability for that, and we change that will change the culture. Because I don't expect women to do that. Women want to sleep with dudes.
Accountability.
You guys want to sleep with guys.
You're making a great point too. Because accountability is everything as well. Because we need you to be held accountable. Because it used to be that if you did that, if you slept around, did that, like, that was publicly looked down upon. And today it's not at all. It's promoted.
That's great. No, it's great that we could just do whatever we want. It's great we can do whatever we want, just like men have always been able to do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. That's fine if that's what you want to do. But when it comes in the context of a relationship, to make it work well, you're not gonna want to do that. You're gonna probably regret it later on.
Are you talking about cheating?
No, I'm talking about sleeping around, being promiscuous, having lots of sexual partners.
In regards to just like in general, like in relationships, can you elaborate?
As a female.
Yeah, can you elaborate?
As a female, you shouldn't be sleeping around with a bunch of dudes. If you do, I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can't. You legally can do it. You can do. I believe that a girl can do whatever she wants to do, but don't expect.
So like sex doesn't feel as good to a woman as it does to a man.
What?
No, that's not at all what I'm saying.
Okay, because,
I mean, actually,
why can't girls have sex with just a same
you
amount of
can
people as
you
guys
can
want to?
You can do whatever you want, but most men have an issue with women who are promiscuous
That
and who
really
have been
sucks
run
for
through.
Men, I guess.
Why does that suck for men?
It doesn't suck for us at all. 'Cause
not at
we
all.
can just find a woman that isn't promiscuous.
Okay, cool.
It's fine.
Well, so I mean, this kind of touches into body count,
Well,
and we
so
can
many men are extremely promiscuous.
Right.
Not so many. A small minority of
a
men.
small proportion.
Just
of
the
men.
ones that you want.
The dudes
Higher
you're
percentage of
talking to,
women
Lauren,
are
a lot
more
of the guys you're
promiscuous?
talking to are the promiscuous guys because you're a hot girl here in Isla Vista talking to all the chads, all the frat boys. Guys you're talking to down in Cabo, these are the guys that are sleeping around with a lot of girls. A lot of the guys that you aren't paying attention to aren't doing that at all.
Most men are invisible to women. Like the dude who works at McDonald's is invisible to you.
All of the guys
But
who aren't cheating on their girlfriends are invisible to Lauren.